Oh, don't fall. Oh my gosh. Woo! Just as we start, everything fell down. Ah! Why? My keyboard fell. Maybe I need to keep it somewhere else. Oh, let's see. For now, at least. Okay. Yikes. I had such great order yesterday. Anyway, hello. Let's just start off with a bang. I was using tweezers to try and pull off the covers of these, the Hemi Gouache. Something I noticed, it's better to start from the opposite side and then pull back. But I got this hang of that by the time I got to the end. So I'm saving my tops because, like, I can't let any paint go to waste. It's just a habit. No paint left behind. Um, I've been one of these, the white had stuff like oily kind of stuff at the top of it, and I use this contraption to stir it. I'm not exactly sure what this is for. I'm sure it has a real purpose. But I actually use this end, but I probably should have used this end. I don't know. To stir this one up, and I see like this one is kind of oily or whatever. There's stuff in there, and this one, um, I think these do too, the browns, because they kind of look like they do. But it was too traumatic for me, so I'm not doing it again. Only because like mixing paint is like messy, and I'm just not in that. I don't feel like doing that right now. I just want to play. Um, huh. Let me try using these brushes since they're in here instead of ones I have. So I'm actually gonna what I want to try and do actually is use this up in my art journal, even if I only put little bits of it on some pages. Why does everything want to fall right now? All of a sudden. Oh, how weird. Been doing a lot of organizing, and I don't know, up until the last hour, I had like everything organized on my desk, but then I decided to bring out the gouache, and then that kind of changed everything, it seems. Because it's like, oh, I need this. Oh, I'm gonna need water. Oh, I'm gonna need the stirs. Oh, I'm gonna need that. Where's it? The thing that I. Sorry that I'm so random now. That all this stuff falling kind of like just changed everything up. But this big pack of contraptions to stir and blend. That's where I got that little thing from. Which, like, where is it now? I don't even know. Too much going on for me right now. Oh, here, this thing. That's where I got this thing from. I also used like a yellow one like this, I think, in a past video when I know, when I was doing the sip and paint on Joel Comfort Zone's channel, I had this to stir those tiny little things you get in those sip and paint kits. And it worked pretty good actually to stir those. I had a yellow one that I'm already using that I have out of the pack. But I got this whole package of, they're called silicone stir stick. Oh, can I say that? Silicone stir sticks kit. And it came with all these different things in here. I mean, I'm looking at this as like, child, I'll be using it to bake cookies. But actually, um, excuse me, if I were oil painting or if I start painting with acrylic on a larger scale, these are good for, when you mix up medium in your paint and just slapping that stuff around, because you kind of like keep stirring it like it's a little bowl of batter until you get the consistency you want. So these would be good for that. But yeah, so it's silicone stir sticks kit. Um, but I had gotten these because I was looking for something small. I was looking for small stirs for, um, like for the sip and paint kits and also for the gouache. And so that's how I got that. I kind of really want to cover the whole tray of gouache with paint, because I don't want to. I want that out of the way because it just seems like an accident waiting to happen if I leave it out. I gotta rearrange something on my desk to do that, I think. Um, oh, this is not what I wanted to be doing during the live. I finally was able. I don't know, I got sidetracked. I planned on coming on much earlier than this, but some other things needed my attention, and so I wound up doing that. Now I hope that's stable. I need to move something over a little bit. Okay, I feel better about that. Okay. Um. Okay. Oh, now I got space. I got all the space on my desk above me, but I can't. I'm not going to be moving anything. I'm going to put this up there, and then until I find a better place to put it. And I spread some things around, so I'll be fine tuning this evening or tomorrow. The setup here so that I can make sure I have room for any extra stuff I happen to put on the desk at any time. We're getting there though. Okay, so first thing I wanted to do, and let me move this out of the way. I wanted to show, like, I don't know, all of a sudden I just pulled this out and started working on it because I don't know, I started working on this page that I want to do for the dog coloring collab. And this isn't the same one. I wound up printing another one because I wound up cutting up the other one and putting it in my journal, coloring side down. That's how much I didn't like it. It was, for some reason, the pencils were working differently on there, and it might have been because of the particular color I was using. You know how in some pencil sets where like there every color in the set doesn't necessarily act the same on the same paper, and I was using green, and I was getting that kind of experience with it, and it just kind of turned me off of like coloring with them. I was using the colors, and I find that that happens pretty much with every pencil. Each pencil does not act the same in a set, even if it's only like one pencil, what color out of all of them. That always seems to happen. I don't know. So I started this, I don't know, I think it was probably, might have been close to September 2024, because I haven't been able to look at this again until yesterday, all of a sudden, when I did. Um, but when I was watching Martha Makes Art and Lizzie Jean um, and Deb Hauk, they really got me excited about, doing some kind of art journaling, junk journaling, or whatever you want to call it. For me, I think in a way junk journaling is kind of more appropriate because I really intend to take scraps and bits and pieces of things and put them with found things and gifted things and purchase things to make whatever I feel like making at the time. And it was feeling like, almost like, it feels almost like sketching to me. um And I think that's why it appealed to me. It's like sketching, but with bits and pieces of things and with color. And I just was in that mindset yesterday. Um, there's this thing that I have, like with writing. I always tell people, it's not that you have writer's block; it's that you have refused to begin a different way to start writing. You want to do it the way you always did it when the way you always did it isn't working for you right now, and that's why you can't seem to write anything. And so I feel that way. I do the same thing with music. I do the same thing, and then so like I'm kind of transferring that same thing to art. Oops, I just found one that I left out the pack of those stir sticks. And since this is used, I'm not sure if I'm going to put it back in there or not. Um, So I thought, well, you can't seem to really get into sketching, although I have been doing some. I can't really seem to do it the way I want to do it. And I have been doing some, but what it is like, yeah, okay, whatever. We're just, we're making marks, and so that's good. But It's not, whatever. I just wasn't feeling it. Um, and I don't know. All of a sudden, yesterday, I pulled this out. I said, "Let's do. We haven't done anything in here. Let's do something in here, and it doesn't even matter what you do." And it just, I was feeling it. So and in the process of that, I also pulled out like a package that I won from. I actually have it right here. Um, I won a contest from Martha sometime in 2024. And so she sent me a bunch of stuff that's in this. And there's some beads in here too that I actually bought some things to do some beading, which I've never done before. But like, at some point I'm going to do that because they're really pretty. But I had gotten a nice bunch of stuff from Martha. There's stickers and papers in here, all kinds of things. And then I also had gotten one from Foxy Colors. So I started looking through there to see, okay, well, so let me see what's in here again. And now looking with the eye with the intent of I'm going to use something out of them. And I like the idea of doing something, using the things that I received from other people like that to use them in an art journal and something that I'm going to keep, not just something that I'm trying to practice something or figure out something, but just something where I'm just free and just enjoying it. And it is learning, all of it is learning, but just to do it just because I want to do it. And I feel like that's a nice thing to have things from other people in it. So I wound up finding. It's funny. I know I looked at them when I received it, but in the set of things that Foxy gave me, I immediately found some things that's like, oh, that actually goes with this page. And that was this, and I'm pretty sure I noticed that actually when I first got that um, that package, that there were things that matched this page, which was the first one I did. Like, if you remember what I did, I says, well, I can't really start my art journaling yet, but I can start kind of like building something. And so I grabbed this, and I just like had a whole bunch of ripped up papers because like my life is all about papers. And I just ripped them up by hand in little pieces, and then I started gluing them. Started gluing them to the page in every which way, and then I went over them with this satin glazing liquid just to get it on there. And then I don't know what I used. Um, it might have been those quick sticks, those tempera paint sticks, and I went over it with once it was dry with those. Um, And so, and I don't know if I'm going to do more to this page or not. I'm kind of not worried about it. And I also feel like there's, in some cases, I may go back to some of these pages and add things to it, whatever comes to me at the time. The main thing with this is just I want to be free with it. I don't want any stipulations. I don't want anybody telling me what to do. I don't want myself telling me what to do. I don't, no shoulds, just what I want to do. Just whatever I feel like doing. Um, which I think is a part of like, I don't know. I like discovery. Just like I say when I color, coloring books and coloring pages, that I kind of, I'll color myself into a corner. I don't mind it. I just pick a color, start coloring, and then pick another one, start coloring, and whatever happens, happens. And then all of a sudden I find myself in a situation, and I kind of enjoy that, being in that situation sometimes, because then I discover something. I learn something, even if it's that don't ever put those three colors together again. Sometimes that might be the discovery, but whatever. A lot of times I find it's like, oh, you know what, that's a nice color palette, well, let me use that in something else. And I've done that. I do that a lot when I do mandalas. So I'm going to flip through this, and then I'm going to try and use up these guys so that I can put them in the garbage can clean without anything on them. I waste not, want not. I can't help it. It's in my blood. So, hey, Amy. Oh, cool. Yeah, and I know Lizzie Jean is coming on later tonight. So, and I'm gonna look for the link to her live and post it here. She's coming on tonight. So, Lizzie Jean, if you're out there, I love you. I hope you're all doing well, you and your family. So, I think I'm gonna put the overlay on the chat and keep that there just so I don't, because I'm probably going to get a little lost in the sauce here. So if I don't respond to you right away, it's probably because I'm a little like I'm in this process. My brain is like connecting with the page or whatever. Ooh, I'm gonna burp. I can tell. Okay. Ooh, I'm not done yet. Okay. I think I want something on this other screen so it doesn't keep turning off. So I'm probably going to put Jason Lewis Mind Man on with no sound because like that'll get me in trouble. So I wonder if I could ask him for permission to play his stuff in my videos because like I'd be promoting them all the time anyway. But it's actually not his music, I don't think. Um, but he uses, he gets permission to use other people's music and then he puts those tones in it underneath. Um, Let me see. I want one that has pretty colors. Okay, I'm gonna have to mute for me for a minute. Okay, I wanted to make sure like none of the music bled through for me having it on. Okay, so on this one I used, and these are really cool stickers. Oh, do I need to show what they are? Oh, that might be a problem. Oh, do I have to take all these out again? Where did I put them? I hate pulling things out and putting them back, pulling them out, pulling them back. That just annoys me. But I think I have to do that right now. Did I leave them out? Let's see. No. Okay. I did put them back in. Ooh, that's pretty. What's the name of them? The name of them. All of the ones are from. I just lost something. That's really my thing about stickers too. Is like I just don't like the fussiness of it. But it's not that I don't like stickers. I just don't like. I don't like anything where I got to be fussing with tiny, you know. It gets on my nerves. Unless it builds into something bigger, I don't like dealing with tiny. I don't know, because I can crochet and knit, and I actually like knitting socks. Actually, not that I do it that much, but and that's very tiny. But it builds into something bigger, so you're always what you're working on is getting bigger and bigger. So you're holding something bigger. It doesn't stay tiny. But anyway, blah 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 blah. So these are made by who's this say? Because I may want more of these when I'm through with the ones that I was given. They're called the Happy Planner journaling stickers. Um, they're really cute because like they come in like bookmark form. Some of them are they're like the plain pages. Although this may open up too, but I discovered that a lot of them actually open up. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Like, who thought of that? Well, obviously, someone there thought of that, but um, I love them. And that's another reason why I think, I may go back to these journals and write something, these journal pages that I make, and write something in them, as well as add to whatever's on here. So, and then I was thinking, oh man, you should have sprayed the page first with the glossy stuff. But I thought, well, whatever. We'll make it work. Because I kind of don't want the color to fade or to get, I don't know, whatever. But We'll see. Then this was another page that I did, and I just had the flowers on there, and I had like some kind of design underneath here. I don't even remember what I used to make that design, but yesterday, all of a sudden, and then I actually put on a movie, which I'll probably talk about in a little bit too. But used my Neocolor ones and Neocolor twos because I was watching a video about that, which I actually posted on my wall, where the an artist was talking about, illustrator was talking about how she prefers Neocolor ones, but she was talking about how she uses Neocolor ones and Neocolor twos together, and I was like, oh wow, well, that's really interesting. So, I mean, I just felt like then playing with both of them to see, whatever, to see what they do. And I started playing around with this page. So that's what I added to this page. I added some Neocolor ones there. And then I added Neocolor 2 light green. I don't remember. Did I add light blue? I may have added some light blue too. And then I used my water brush. And then, I don't know, it was interesting because whatever I had down here, I thought it was something that wasn't water soluble, but I guess some of it was. And so that kind of gave it an interesting effect too. And actually, like I saw this sticker, and with the colors I had in here without adding more of the light green or more of the blue, I thought, oh, that matches the sticker. So then I did this and stuff. So I think I was in somebody's live watching it in the chat last week where I was saying, oh, yeah, well, that's a way to use stickers. Put the sticker down and then, do your sketching or whatever around it. Well, in a way, I kind of did that, but I just did that with color. So I do still want to do that with like putting a sticker down and sketching around it, but that'll be like another way to begin, you know, making some art. So I love this, and this folds open this way, which I think is really cool. So yeah, I really started falling in love with these stickers because of that. Um. So yeah, and I actually have one picked out for this page. I'm just not ready to work with those colors just yet, but I already have one picked out for this page. So then I kind of skipped this one, and where did I go? I started playing with my punch out things that I got like a few months back in preparation for junk journaling, and something funny kind of happened because there's actually all stars underneath here. The theme wound up changing. I don't know, you can kind of see that there's a star. There are a couple of them you can really see, like the one on this side, and then there's one down here that I let it overlap the washi tape. So yeah, I used my washi tape for the first time. So we're using our stuff. Um, hey Taylor. Yep, and like I said, I started a long time ago. Like because the only thing I could do at the moment is like, well, I can start. I already know what book I want to use to do it. I just can't really do anything right now because I don't know how to do this or how to, it's not in me to know, and I got to kind of mull it about, and I was too busy doing other stuff that I just like says, well, I know one thing I can do. I got lots of papers at my desk and lots of paper that needs to go in the garbage. I'm just going to rip them all up and I'm going to glue them to the page and cover them with this to prep them for whatever I wind up doing with the page. So I have a bunch of pages that are already like that. Um, yeah, I put the stars down, and what happened was there was like glue that was kind of bleeding through because I was like not really trying to be serious. Not trying to be serious, but I really wasn't. I don't like messing with tiny things, right? So I had all these tiny stars. I was like, oh, just get them down there, right? and gluing them and whatever. I wasn't going to be gluing them individually on here. That was not going to happen. And I just wanted to make sure every space was covered, and it wasn't covered enough, so I wound up I don't know, I wound up doing something to cover them all up. I can't remember what. And then I says, well, I guess this isn't going to be like, something where the stars are standing out. And I was like, that's okay, it doesn't matter, I can do another page like that because I got the hole punching things and everything, so I can, do it again. This happens to be one of the pages where I punched out the stars. So, kind of wish I had, instead of gluing it on this page, I wish I had kind of like kept it and not done that yet, but that's okay. Because, like I said, we can do it again. Even if I cover up these stars, that's okay too. Um, so so after I had everything glued down, I put down the washi tape. Okay, don't judge me because this is my first time using washi tape, so it is like a little junky, but I don't even mind that it's a little junky, so I'm not trying to be cute or nothing. I'm just trying to express myself. Dun, 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 dun. You know that song? Remember that song? If you're old, you remember that song. Although I think they've used that for some commercials too. Anyway, I can't remember who does that song. Now, see, I got to go listen to it and look it up and say who does that again. Anyway, this. Oh, did I do that in this week? No, I didn't. Okay, so okay, the page that I started coloring that I didn't like how the pencils were working on it, like this page like this. Um, that's that's what these are. These are the part of the border of that page. And I like how they look on there. So, I glued them on there in part to cover up one of those spots that I said like stuff was sticking through and I didn't like that and it was getting on my nerves and I wasn't about to be like pasting tiny little stars all over. No, I wasn't going to do that. So that's what I did. And I actually like that. And then I used Neocolor 2s and I used a brown and I used a pink and then I used my water brush. So that's that one. I glued part of the page from where I cut out stars to this side. Again, I wasn't even worried about whether they were spaced right or anything. I did not care. It's like whatever, whatever, whatever. It's just a page for me to play with. Can't move it so you can see it better, which means I gotta move this stuff. Hey, Bubbles! Oh, let me get this out of here. I don't know why I'm keeping an old COVID test. Anybody? Like why? Like, do I really need to have this? I don't know. I have this garbage. Okay. Showing the page. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So that's the page with the stars. Where you can see that. This is sticking to my desk. Ooh. I'm just gonna stick that in there. I really like this page. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. If I'm gonna use pencil or what. But I don't know. Doesn't matter. Not in a hurry. It's not going anywhere. I kind of want to keep some of these pages that are like this in here, just because. And then when I was looking at this, I realized that I have like at least one very old paperback dictionary that, the paper is like brown and everything in there. And I thought, well, you know what? The way words change, like I don't know how useful that dictionary really is anymore. There never was a time I ever thought that I would be like willing to tear up a dictionary, but I think we are at that moment now because we like Google everything. And I have a big dictionary if I need it, so big hardback one. So this is the half of this page that I colored. That's how much I didn't like it. I just like cut it in half or cut it to fit the page, and I glued it on here, and I put some of that golden satin glazing liquid on it because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, and maybe this is the one I'm going to use. I think I'm going to use up my gesso on it, and I'm going to watch these pages are kind of sticking together. Oh, and then I saw some other things I can't seem to throw away. I love this Ratchetta pencil sharpener um, packaging. I love it. I can't throw it away. I cannot bring myself to throw it away. So I'm going to be using it in this journal because I just can't throw it away. I love it. Oh, I'm weird. And then I found this yesterday when I was like cleaning up papers. Jet pens. They always have cartoons from, I guess, from people who, do illustration and stuff at the bottom of the invoice. And so I cut this off, the invoice, and so I'm going to use this. So it's cute. Okay, so what are we going to do? Okay, so now this is our only objective here is use up these things. Which I might need to wet them again or something because they're kind of dry now, huh? So we're going to try it out. And I'm going to try not to mess up the case, but let me tell you, I was a little bit traumatized taking these things off the top because I did not expect it to be so messy. I was getting really grumpy. So my hands are probably going to get messy now. I should have probably worn gloves, but I just don't feel like it. I don't know why I'm starting with red. Like, really? I don't care how this turns out. I just want to get this clean. Yeah, my nails and everything are going to get red. Good thing they're not. I'm due for like a manicure anyway. I might need to do more than one page. But this is all because I can't bear to throw paint away. I can't. I can't. There's a thing. I got a thing about that. I think this is about as much as we're getting from it. I wonder if something I can keep. Because if I were to do a separate color for each page, or like, color scheme for each page, I don't know. I'll do more pages of this today, more blank pages like this, and get rid of all of these today. We got pink. I don't know that I don't want blue and red together. We don't want to do that. I kind of like that by itself, to be honest. There's no way to get rid of pink, is it? Let's see. What can we do? I have orange. I have purple. Anybody have a preference what color I use next? Ooh. Yeah, they're traumatizing me being around here like this. I think I'm going to use this one. It's like a half. It's a halfer. Because not much of the pink got on there, but the purple did. So I feel like this is when I get to be almost like a kid. And I just like fool around with it and like, no. I mean, I don't even care if it gets on the next page underneath there. Who cares? Cover it up with washi tape. Whatever. I just don't like wasting paint. Oh, I can use this one. I love color. I love color so much. This might be the last one we use. Oh, because I don't want to. I need to turn this around. Different. I like that beige. Yeah, I learned some things from watching that. I learned a lot of things from watching that video. Let me look at the name of it. That might help. I know it keeps like talking about stuff and not showing it. That's not very. Um, Hold on 1 second. Let me get there. This computer. But yeah, it was very helpful seeing how she worked with the Neo 1s and 2s. And I guess there's some other new version of Art Crayon that it looks, I don't know, it may not be available in the United States yet. Because I believe she's somewhere, I don't know, Southeast Asia, India. Um, and Here it is. It's from Arati Devasher Illustration, and she has her the most underrated art supplies. That's the name of the video. Let's see. Copy link. Copy link. How do I copy the link? And here's here's a link to her video. And I found it really helpful in figuring out, okay, how can I do these things together? How can I use them together? So, and I could like dry this, or I could do like I'm selling Foxy, get that dryer out. But like for me, I got it. See, I need a battery operated one. I don't need another cord in this room. I am overtaken by cords. I got so many things plugged in here. And I need a light to see underneath my desk. So I might just, I don't know. Do I have another plug? I have to get a light to see if I have an extra plug on each side of where I have plugs in here. Just at my desk. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I got one plug, but I don't know if I feel like getting up to go and get the thing. I have to get it to where it's more near me and accessible and ready to use. We're not there yet. So I don't know. Can we add more to this now? Or, you know what you can do? And just get paper and do it on the paper and put it in here later. That's what I'm going to do. More than one way to do this. So I'm going to put this up away somewhere. Yeah, so I'm going to start over on that doggy page. I'm going to think about it more. And I almost thought about using Derwent ink tents on them because I have the sticks too now, and I haven't used those yet. And yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. Okay, so let's get a couple sheets of. I suppose I could use. I could use sketchbook paper, but I don't know. I got another order coming from Blick. Like, will I ever learn? I don't know. Oh, you know what else I saw that I forgot was in that package from that I got from Foxy? These. Ooh, I gotta have something special going on for these. I'm almost afraid, like, if I start using these, I'm gonna want more of them. But yeah, I forgot about them, and they're purple. So I gotta get better at alcohol markers. I have to make myself worthy. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna make some more. Oh, you know what? It might help to look at the size of the page. Can we do that? Don't tell me now. We got to think about math. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Just mention math, and my brain just like it just fizzles right out. Okay, I'm just gonna use this. This is not math related. This is not math. Okay, so like about 1 inch from that. Okay, that's how I'm gonna figure it out. That was one thing that I think I didn't like about fashion design school, besides the school that it was how much math was involved. It's like I don't feel like it. Don't make me like try and figure this out for this size and that size and the other size. I hated that so much. So I said like 1 inch from there, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. Or do I want to do the whole page and then just see wherever it goes off? I think I'm gonna do that. We don't need to think that hard about this. I refuse to think hard. Today, we're not thinking hard. Should I do? I need something under this. Or I need to. That's gonna be hard to take that up. I don't know. I do have wax paper, but then that's extra stuff on here. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. See, that's the thing. I like to be free when I'm creating. I don't like to have to be worrying about my space being messed up. Whew. More water. More water. You can put some on there too. How about that? Oops. We really went there. So, I need to get her name. I watched a documentary yesterday that was it was inspiring. I felt like they didn't answer some questions about the artist that I wanted to know, but then it could be because she is a living artist, and so maybe she just wasn't ready to disclose all that right now. But I watched that yesterday, and that kind of helped me. I don't know. I think that kind of propelled me through working in my art journal again. It just kind of did it for me. Okay, now let me look that up too, so I can share that. Although, well, I can share the title, I guess, or the name of the artist. Or did I share that on my page? I don't think I shared that because I haven't found a good. I started watching a little short YouTube um, documentary about her, but I didn't finish watching it, and so I didn't. I didn't want to post it until I saw the whole thing. I was kind of hoping it would give me some answers for the things that documentary didn't say. If you have YouTube TV, you can actually, well, you might be able to watch the documentary on here on YouTube. I don't. I had to watch it through Hulu. Um, okay, and this is gonna. I can actually give a link to. But I've. It was really compelling, and I found some things out. It was that was like, oh wow, like there were some well-known artists, one of which was Andy Warhol, who actually copied one of her ideas, and of course he got famous from it, and she didn't. Um, but it seems like she was the first one to do it. But it was really, I don't know. I enjoyed the documentary. Where did I put the message in? This is her name, Yayoi Kusama. She presently happens to be really obsessed with. She was really obsessed with dots, but yeah, it was a good documentary. I want to know more about her, so I'm going to be probably looking at more things about her um, this week. So I'm just going to keep going with this. I actually used to do things like I'm doing now with leftover paint that I had. Like if I had oil paint on my canvas that was kind of hard, because there's like a point like after it's out, no matter how many times you cover it, um, you get like these little plasticky, crusty bits that it'll get like a crust on the layer, and then you peel it off, and the good stuff is inside. But then you get that little layer part, and I would save them because I'm obsessed. Don't want to waste paint. I would save them, and then I would use them to create texture on another canvas or do something with them. I would always do something with them. Very rarely would I throw them away because I didn't want to waste paint. And I looked at it, it's like, well, that has potential. I can't help it. It's like, that has potential. I'm not getting rid of that. So I didn't. Um, so there was no way. When I was peeling this off, it's like, no, why is there so much paint on the lid? And I was stressing out about it already. I was just like, oh my god, oh my god. And I was like, no, we're not throwing those away. We're not throwing those away. Nope, nope. They have potential. I love color. I guess I almost feel like it's like, no, you can't throw away color. Don't throw away color. It seems like that artist, like, what's her name again? Yayoi? Seems like she's actually like, I don't know. It just seemed like there was so much they weren't really saying in that documentary, and that kind of perturbed me a bit. So it's like I would say it's a good documentary, but because you get to find out that she exists, but I really feel like, you know, I feel like they could have said more. But I think it's in the, again, I think it's that they don't want to pry. That's kind of cool. So there we go. Somebody else would do this and sell this for like $1 million, right? So let it dry. Do I have another green? I have another one that I want to use. So that's one. So that's potential. There's another, can be another page in there in my junk journal. Please not want that. So I'm probably going to need at least one other paper. But that's okay. Getting rid of stuff. This is what I like. I think we're going to do the blue first. Blue can be particularly, I don't know. Blue can be like, I don't want to go away when it comes to paint. It can be really like, and I'm wondering because something I was watching was talking about one of the videos that I watched this week from, artists, illustrators. We're talking about phthalo blue and phthalo green. Yeah, and I was like, oh my gosh, oh, so there is something up with them, because I remember whenever I would work with those colors, they were like monsters. They just didn't want to. They had a takeover spirit, and now I discovered that, yeah, they do have a takeover spirit, and it must be something, I don't know, to do with their chemical makeup. Well, this probably sounds kind of obvious, huh? But do something different. I kind of like doing that. Change up, change up. When you're doing too much of one thing, change it up, change it up. Experiment, change it up. Okay, these look like they got a takeover spirit. Look at them. Can't you see it? Can you hear them? Hear them talking? They're talking about how they're going to take over. I'm going to make them dots. Because I feel like they will smear too much. They will really, like, change the color of the whole thing if I let them do what they want to do. Can't let them do what they want to do. See, I think if I had originally, like, really had somebody paying attention to me, like back when I was in high school or whatever, or a young adult, I would be designing textiles. I think that's probably what my thing was. And I would have needed to have a chemistry background. I would have needed somebody to help me with that. But I almost don't want to add another color to that. I kind of like this just like this. It's speaking to me. It's talking to me. I'm going to leave this one. Let me get another sheet of paper. So I have a bunch of sheets that I can use in my journal, and there's a ton of pages in that planner, so you won't be lacking for nothing. So my Blick order. Oh, and another Amazon order. But I feel I don't know what it is. It's like I'm getting ready for something. I don't know what's up with that. But I saw that woman in that one video about preparing a canvas. I saw her with that sanding block. I didn't even know what it was called, but I was like, I I I didn't know they made those. I didn't know those existed. I need me some of those. So I bought some of those. I found them on Amazon. Excuse me. I got 440 grit, which is like extra fine. Um, because I think that's what I need. So we'll find out. I may have gotten them today because something came today, and I'm like, I didn't think anything was supposed to come today. But I didn't open the packages because it's like I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But when they do come, what I'm planning on doing is putting another layer of gesso on that other Frederick's canvas board that I gessoed and letting it dry and sanding it with that. Um, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry to hear about your mother. I think I need you to go. I'm just saying. Dun, dun, dun. Mhm. Man, for that. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to add some of you as moderators just because I can't be dealing with that. People coming out and acting out. And if you don't want me to have you as moderator, just let me know and I'll remove it. It's just so that you can keep the riffraff out my way. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. And da, da, da. And that's not what this channel is about. And I pray that your problem, whatever it is, all of them, get resolved in Jesus' name. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And I mean all of that. And I hope I did that right. Hey, Jill. Like, I, it's like I do now. I made them just now. It's like, it's like, okay, is this what we got doing? I'm not getting out of my body today. You're not doing it to me. I can do it, but like for what? For someone who seems to, I don't know what their issue is, but I pray it does get resolved. But if you don't have a sense of propriety to know where you are, figure out where you are before you start telling whatever you're telling. That's not even on the subject. Mm-mm. That already tells me what you're about. I ain't got time for that. Go get a coloring book, mister or miss. Go get a coloring book. Any coloring book. Or get out a piece of paper and some crayons and just color. Oh, must have been the day to add moderators. So, I don't know. I just did it. It's like people like will come up on people's backstage as they're live or whatever and showing, you know, porn. It's like, or peen pics. It's like, excuse me, I got one at home and his is better than that one. Well, I don't need to see yours. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna tell you straight. It's like, I got one at home. Yours doesn't mean anything to me. Go show somebody who cares. It's not shock. I've seen them before. All men are born with one. Well, most of them. Sorry, I hope I'm not being too crass, but I mean, like I said, I was in bands with lots of guys, so like I know how to. I can talk. I can talk. Let's just put it that way. I can talk. I can put some people down when I need to. It's just I prefer to not. Just mind my own business, do my thing. Ooh, I like that yellow by itself. I almost don't want to add this, but I'm gonna. Ooh, I like how that's leaving that mark. Must be I'm on the right track. Because I never got that before. So I think I must be doing what I'm supposed to do in a special way. Did have a special kind of breakthrough the other morning, actually. So that kind of just is confirmation for me that, yep, make the devil mad. Go ahead and be mad. My daddy's bigger than you. Ooh, I like this. Hope you're having a good day, Jill. Your mushrooms look really good. I really like that. Can I get a little bit more out of this? Is that possible? I do love red orange. Red, orange, and yellow. And then if you add pink, that makes it a special kind of happy. Ooh, that's really wet, but do I need it to be? I need one more. Make it odd. Odd numbers create tension. So they say. Oh, that slid onto the floor. Oh my gosh. I gotta remember to get that later because I can't even reach it now. Here's hoping it did it. No paint side down, I hope. Well, I'm making pages for my art journal. That's what I'm gonna call it because you're here. I don't want to call it that other word. Some days are like that. Just don't do anything. Just kind of, you know. Now how to get like green over there? It's kind of weird. I got one yellow left. I think I need to, cause ooh, this is all I got left. Empty tray, almost empty tray. And again, I'm doing this because I can't bear to like throw away paint. Even this little bit, I can't do it. Gotta use it up. Not too much on here, but kind of liked it without it, but that's okay. And too, when I cut the page, that might be covered up with washi tape on this side anyway, so yeah, I used my washi tape for the first time last night. I'm trying to get as much of that off as I can. Okay. Is the Pokemon tournament still going on, Bubbles? I do have some wipes here actually behind me. I'm kind of tempted to use one. I think. Oh, that probably came off from my finger. Hold up. Wait. Oh, I gotta look up Lizzie's live. Firebird? Yeah, especially with those colors. Ooh, how this is getting. I actually have like a whole, like really huge box of painting rags, you know. But they're in with my oil painting stuff, and I looked before I came up here to go live to see, but I can't access them, and I'm not even sure how much is left in the box, but it's like a big, huge, um, I don't know, is it like 9 by 9 or something like that box of just painting rags, and but I don't know how much is left in it, but I know there's some. Child, I don't even think I can fit that box in this room though. But I was just gonna pull out a couple rags and bring them up here, but um, we'll have to work on that next. Along with everything else, as we try and make this room where I do everything. Okay, so we have this one. We got this one. Why does it feel like I did more than that? It feels like, oh, I did. There's one more, the blue one. So I'm gonna get this like that's 6 pages in my journal. And now and we got this one that we did that from the reds. Still waiting for it to dry. You can always turn it that way. Or this way. Then another thing I watched yesterday was, oh my gosh. And I debated. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't share this one. I didn't share that one on my wall because I thought it's kind of shocking. But John Galliano, when he designed for Christian Dior his fall 2000 runway show, there's some incredible work in there, but it's also some of it is like really disturbing. That there's this one hat. Oh my god. I don't know if he made the hat or not, but there's one hat that's in that runway show that is like, if I wore hats, I would want to wear that hat. So let's see. And oh, you know what? Do you know why you're here, Mr. Kiwi? Whatever, which that's not even a name. Maybe I do need to talk to you. Do you know why you're here? If you know why you're here, maybe we can figure out why I blocked you. Or if I should have. Ooh, lines. This reminds me of something from Abstract Expressionists. Reminds me of somebody. I can't think of who. I don't even understand what you're saying. You need to write better sentences. Okay, here we go. Do I want to go the same direction or different? I want more of these guys. Oh, that's black. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of neat though. Look at the little bubbles in there. I almost feel like I want. And I've got some weird colors left to be in here. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know if I should. Because these are the colors that I have left. I got the purple, and then I have this. I am going to be daring and add them to this, I guess. Unless I make a different one. I can make another page. I'm almost thinking about making another page. Because I kind of find this interesting. And this reminds me of, there's a sticker that I have from Martha. And, yeah, that I kind of, it's a plaid. I really wanted to use that, but it's too big. Oh, that means I would need to use this in something else. Because where is it? See, now I want to get it out. Here we go again. I'm going to try not to get all frustrated because I don't like dealing with the tiny thing. and I can pull them out of here. But I really like this sticker, or maybe the single ones. Yeah, here we go. Let me see. This will give me an idea. I love color, and I gotta try not to drop it on the paint. Um, and I have two of each of these papers, each of these, and like, in a way, logically, it would tell you use them together, but I use them, use the two like this together and the two like this together. But I actually want to use these two together because it's me. Um, yeah, see that? That's that color. That's those colors. The tartan plaid. And there's this one. I like this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it though, unless I make this, just make this a page and not put it in that journal, but save it for something else. I don't know. That might be what I do. That might be what I do. Okay. So, no, I think I know something. Just 1 second. I need music. I'm not gonna play it because Bubbles is here. I don't want to get her upset. I don't want to add any more black. I need a new page. That's what I need. But give me a minute. I'm confused. Hmm. I don't know how this works. It's weird. I don't know. I don't understand that. Anyway. Okay, here we are. So I'm gonna leave this one and start. I don't. I don't like those colors I have left, but there's no reason for that. You can make any color work together. You really can. Plus, these will just be two of the colors on the page. I can always add other colors um to the when I get it like in the journal, add other colors to it. Oh, I wanted to look up also the woman who's where did I put that page? What did I do with it? Arg. The Indian woman who was talking about the Neocolor ones and Neocolor twos. I wonder if I can find that in my history. I was talking about this other Karen Dash um art crayon. I don't know, it's called something. I don't know why I'm remembering 360 art or something like that. I don't know if anybody's heard of them, but I they're available on like Jackson Arts UK um site, but not on the US site. Because I just wanted to, I didn't necessarily want them, but I wanted to like read about them. And because she was saying that, like Karen Dash hasn't announced anything about this, but she's just herself, she's speculating that perhaps they might be thinking they're going to replace the Neocolor ones with those. Oh, I hope they don't though. They don't have points on them. I want points on my. I Yes, I can be a judge. What time is it on Saturday? And it's gonna be me and you. And so, kind of like, if you could tell me like what the categories are, or if you want to talk about what the categories are, and like see, I really didn't want to add that color, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna make it work. What the categories are, and okay. And I have a question about painting cardboard to use them. Oh, okay. Yeah, so with the challenge, I just want to know what time I can be there, because I can be there. Just let me know what time, and then the categories that we're judging on, and I can do it. So does that mean you're not going to make your own thing with the Jenga thing? I call them Jenga, but I don't know what they're really called. But the Jenga things, and paint cardboard to use in your project. Is it for the project for that same day? Need something to sit my gazebo on top of. Is it the gazebo that's made out of the Jenga things? Ooh, a lot of that brown. I have to make this page. Okay, we might have to do something different with this page. Wow, there's a lot of it too. All under my thumbnail. Oh yeah, I can see it on my restream. I also figured out that it actually was on my Messy Desk coloring channel, not on. That's where he originally was showing up, not on this one, not on the Linda B one. Just hoping he doesn't come running over here to that, but like we can take care of that too. Whoever you are, I think what you need to do is pray. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but I can't help you. I don't know what kind of help you're looking for, but I'll pray for you. I don't know. People get weird online. I don't understand that. Back when I got my first computer in 1990, was it 7? I did not envision these kind of things. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't, um, I'm almost thinking if you can like use like corrugated, like from a box, you know, if you could use something like that, maybe that might be better. But I'm not good at all with any kind of 3D um, work by hand, except for sewing and knitting. And even then, if you get into measurements and all that, I really can't give any kind of advice with that. So if anybody else in the chat knows, if you do, Jill's making a gazebo uh, out of it's like a crafting project, and she's making them out of Jenga like pieces, and so she needs a base for it. Cause like, is it? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good with that kind of stuff at all. Not at all. It's like I always tell my husband, my eyes glaze over. It's like, okay, you getting conceptual with me again. You know I don't that I blank out. It's like, I'm about to fall out right now. It's like I don't know. I don't know. Oh, so I was talking with the guy and I had him blocked so you guys couldn't see what I was responding to. Oh, so, see, I don't know how that works. I'm not used to people coming in my live and doing craziness like that. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Don't be doing that to me. Okay, so like that kind of like that gave me a whole workout. Where am I supposed to keep the swatch thing after I've taken the cover off of the thank you. See, sienna brown is like one of my favorite colors. Almost my favorite, maybe my favorite. I don't know, but like I pull that out a lot. Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to keep the. I guess I gotta tape it to the top because I can't keep it inside on top of the thingies. I was expecting perfection in design on this. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. So could you use like the cardboard just like and use it temporarily, and then next time you go to the Dollar Tree, because we know there will be a next time, you can get wood to put at the bottom? I don't know. But you can paint the cardboard, whether you have like, I know you have all kinds of like the like the little bottles of paint or whatever. That would work. Ooh, Lord, Taylor, if I had a swatch book, that would mean I would have to swatch. I can't have that. I can't stand swatching. I can't stand it. I kind of want to mix these, but I don't. I after all that, I feel like I'm not ready. I need a minute. So I'm just gonna spray them. And I kind of wish I had. They say like that Himi conditioning spray. I thought, well, what if I put some? I got a little bottle of this Hadaway Beauty leave-in conditioner. What if I put some of this in a water bottle and like put some water in it and sprayed it? Would that keep them? I don't know. That's a question. Where hair products work for it? And is this gonna not get stained when I put this on here, or is it gonna stain? That's gonna see. I'm gonna flip out. I don't like because I can't have a mess in this room. I just can't. It'll drive me insane. Everything's already all over the place. I don't need stain things on top of it being so disorganized. I don't know how to do. But I can't lose this. I don't think. Covering the gouache after using it can prevent from drying out. By stirring with a bit of water, it can be easily reactivated. Excuse me. Well, I just use water. Why would they get moldy? What's up with the mold? Why would they get moldy? Well, in that case, probably you can't use this. You probably need to put oil in it, which I do have, but I don't know if it'll come out of this bottle, the spray thing. I don't think I have a bottle of spray oil anywhere. I have magnesium oil. It's in a spray bottle. I don't know if that would work. Ooh, chow. That was almost a little small. I know it was a little stressful. Okay, so now we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. And if we see, I don't want to put tape on this either, but I guess I can put tape on it because there's nothing on the other side. It's kind of tacky, but I'm going to do it. No pun intended. Tacky. Tacky tape. Okay, where can we put this for now? I guess it's going to stay up here for now. Okay. I feel like I want to add something to this, but I feel like it needs more teal or something. Okay, let's look at this page again. Is it dry? Oh, is it dry? I don't know if we can do anything with it. I don't know if I want to do anything with it yet. Or do we want to work on a new one? Oh, we could do one of these. These are probably more dry than those. Yep, they are. Do we have an order? Yeah, I think if you use use the brown, use some brown or whatever color acrylic paint on it, and I kind of would say, and like I said, I'm not an expert, but I would kind of say do both sides. But I don't know, maybe you should do only one side just so the bottom doesn't stick to anything. You could get away with that, I would think. Okay, now see, do I want, okay, maybe we need to, is it really half though? I don't think these are really half a page. It's not entirely half a page. We'll cut. See, we're doing everything so we don't have to measure because I don't know. How did I ever go to a fashion design school and not want to measure? Oops. That didn't look too well. I think it's still wet or something. Okay. Need better scissors. Yeah. And then I was thinking it might strengthen it, because of the acrylic, that it might give it a little more oomph. But if it's too soaked and doesn't thoroughly dry, then that could be a problem. But if you let it thoroughly dry, I don't know, it might, I don't know. Ronnie Q is probably the one to ask for that, because I'm not really good with, like I said, with 3D. Okay, can we go this way? Oh, then that's out there. No, we don't want that on that side. I need sharper scissors, I think. Okay, and I can actually go in more. But then if I put washi tape on it, I can't. I want the whole thing to be there. And maybe we just don't use washi tape. Just do something on the inside. What do glue? Do. Ooh. So I just got rid of the paint that was on the lids of my Hemi Gouache. So mission accomplished. I really didn't want to waste any paint. That might be these might be the best thing I ever do with that paint. Who knows what I'm gonna do with the ones in the case. So I think I gotta watch some more videos to figure out what do you do with this again? Okay. There we go. Smoosh. I wonder if do I want them next to each other? I gotta go back and see what Bubbles said about the tournament. I missed that because of that interloper. Wonder if that person can still listen. Because if you are listening, the person that I blocked, that's why I tell you that being intelligent and being a Christian are not mutually exclusive. Although sometimes it can be. And some of my best friends are actually atheists because they do bother to think critically. Just an FYI. Okay, now I'm looking, I'm trying to find out about the tournament again. I know I saw the response, and I didn't get to. Okay, yes, it's Championship Sunday for Nationals. I'm about to go watch the next match now. Oh, okay. Aw, looking at a jewelry box for your daughter's birthday. That's nice. Wow, you keep busy with that. That's quite ambitious. Ooh. Oh, I wonder if I should have done it the other way. I saw that. Oops. Next one. For the next one. So noon next Saturday. Here's that end. Okay. See my janky way of doing things? I'm just going to fold it up. I'm not going to leave it that way. I'm going to fold it up just to get my line. That's all. And cut. This morning I made myself another grits bowl. I haven't made one in about a week. So I made one today, and I almost made it without having anything with eggs in it. But then I don't know, I just couldn't do it. I'm so used to grits and eggs. Grits and eggs, grits and eggs. I'm just used to that. Almost made it without putting ketchup in it too. Don't talk about me now. But I can't. I eat my grits with ketchup as long as I have it with eggs. Oh, that's just how I've always been. And I remember that is a comfort food for me. Grits and eggs. Because I remember when I got my tonsils out, and I was like 4 years old. That was what my mother. I remember being in bed. I couldn't talk. The Thunderbirds were on TV. I love that show with the puppets, marionettes, and that was what I had to eat: grits and eggs with ketchup. Ooh, why does that not look straight? Maybe we need to kind of cut outside of that line a little bit. Oh, look. Okay, I need a different pair of scissors. These are not good for this kind of thing. Giant scissors. Although I can cut it later. Yeah, I can cut it later. I don't have to cut it right away. Maybe we can even just let it naturally fray. How long have I been on here? Oh, not that long. Oops. How does the garbage can lid, it's like a flip up lid. It's supposed to flip automatically, but it doesn't do things right. But this time, well, it didn't do it again because I wound up, jeez. I can see I'm going to be crawling on the floor after this live trying to find everything that didn't make it. Okay. And I kind of would have liked to maybe line that up better, but I don't know. We'll be able to see these kind of things better the more I do it. Right now, we are novice. We are novicing. Ooh. Yes. Oh, so what I got from... Okay. Oh, I never did... Yep, it's a used book. It's a planner from 2008. Again, because I couldn't bear to throw it away. I still had it. And now I realize after watching people do the journaling, art journaling, it's like, oh, that's why I still have this. Because I don't know. To start off with something new, this is like a new sketchbook. I feel obligated to make sure everything in it looks wonderful. So I like the idea of starting with something that I already have and then I'm repurposing, because then I'm solving more than one thing at a time. I'm not just throwing it into the landfill. And two, I don't feel like it has to be perfect, So and that gives me more freedom to create. Because if I feel like I have to make it perfect, then that already gives me like this block in my head where like I don't want to move forward because I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up, and then I wind up not doing anything. So, and I don't want to not do anything. I really love this page so far. I don't know what else I'm going to do with it, but I really like this one. I'll find something to do with my cartoon. I want to find out. I'm probably going to start cutting up some magazines too. Even though the thought of doing that is like, oh no, it's going to be lots of tiny things. But, we got to make sure we can turn the page. That's important. These are all glued together. What's that? Some of them, I guess I don't mind if they're glued together. As you can see, I wasn't that great about keeping a planner. There's a few pages in here that I've written in, but not many. So, wonder. Tomorrow is Monday, and I don't know what I'm going to do for it. I'm going to color for a little bit. Then I need to make a plan for what I'm going to officially do with the gouache, because I don't really know. Oh, that's funny. I have in here, call doctor to find a new one. That must be when I changed doctors. That's interesting. What does it say? Arrange meet up time. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of fun looking at these things. What does that say? What is that? Hawthorne 1 to 66. Habit, chapter 1 and 2. Huh? Some places I got more in here than I thought. Trying to figure out what they mean. Okay. Maybe I wonder if I should just keep all these pages like this together. Since I'm gluing them in, I might as well glue them in. Okay, Jill. Take care. Enjoy your dinner. So do like this and then cut in the middle. Go a little bit forward. I'm thinking while we're doing this, might as well do it. I also have some of those scissors that have the different edges on them that I haven't used yet. I wonder if I should get those out. Let's see. Because when I decided I was going to do this journaling thing, I was like, okay, well, I need this. I think I'm going to need this. I think I'm going to need this. So, close this side. This is what I got a while ago. Again, like I said, I was stocking up. It says craft scissors. And they have the line that they have on the scissors. Ooh, that's kind of neat. I'm going to try that one. And they're by Mr. Penn's. Ivy Pearl's favorite place. Kind of mine, too. It seems like I wind up getting a lot of stuff that it winds up being them. That's the brand that I'm looking at that I happen to like. And I look and see who makes it. Oh, Mr. Penn. They just do everything. Oops. Gouache. Oh. I have to put those in the official case now. Since I opened it. It's kind of looking that way. Okay. So how do these work? Ooh. They seem a little chintzy. Oh, they lock. Well, that's kind of scary. I don't want them to lock. Uh-oh. I'm scared. So this one's going on that side. And what I want to get rid of is this edge. The white edge with nothing on it. Let me cut a little bit. I don't know. See, I need to get better about measuring things. I really do. Because, I'm one of those people, I just like eyeball everything. And I do know people. Like, I had a Jamaican cousin, like, well, I don't know how much she measured or not. But I do know people, like, they don't really, like, they eyeball things and, like, make you a whole freaking prom gown. Okay, do these things work? How do they work? How do I get the whole... It's important with these because you want the design. So you want it to be lined up properly. Ooh. They feel like little kid scissors, which is kind of awkward. It's kind of interesting. Okay, there's my little... Let's see, it kind of screwed up a little bit, but... Oops, we don't want that. You don't get better at things unless you keep doing them. Right? When they say practice makes perfect, that's the truth. That's the truth. Is that like too much over? Nope, that works. Do I want to try doing the end too? A little bit. Why does it look? It looks like it's crooked. Because I can't measure. Oh my gosh. These are a challenge. I'm just saying. Wait. Yeah, I can cut some of that off. I think this is the less interesting end. One thing, I do know there's a lot of lonely people in the world. And there's a lot of, especially like, of younger generations that grew up like in their prime socialization years. The internet has been the primary way, or one of the primary ways to socialize, and for some of them the primary way, the only way. And I don't know, I don't think it's all bad that that's the case, but there is some bad to that case. I don't know. because people who normally are, who are physically or unable to interact with others, you know, in public for whatever reason. I think it's good for people like that because then they still get to be a part of um, being around other people more than just anybody who might come to their house. And usually, people that come to their house are usually only there are those people that come to their house are usually only people that are caretakers. But for people who are able, I feel like, oh, that's where the slant is. I see now. Okay. It's, I don't know, it's a strange thing. I feel like it almost, having the internet now for younger people, I think in some ways it almost encourages social anxiety. And there's something really wrong with that, in my opinion. And I feel like I need to do this both sides because I did that. But I don't have enough on this side to do that. So I guess I'm just going to leave it. We're not trying to do nothing fancy. We don't have to be matchy-matchy. And I wonder about how that's going to be resolved, that whole thing, because you don't learn how to be with people unless you be with people. Oops, I forgot I needed to cut off some, but that's okay. You can let it go over a little bit. How far down did I go with the glue? Oops, too far. It's okay. This is another reason why I kind of like doing this in a book that, I'm just repurposing it. It's not anything new because I don't have to worry about what I just did. Like, oh, gluing two pages together, the edges getting glued together or anything like that. I don't have to worry about it. It's like, yeah, okay. So we just, doesn't matter if we do this or rip part of the page or whatever. It's all right. I actually like how folding that over kind of gives it a clean edge, but why? Why? I want it to be even though. I want it to be even. I actually like that with it folded over like that. It's kind of a neater look. I don't know. I may do that on purpose. The rest of them. We want to work on a page. Let's see what we have. Is this one dry? Let's see. Now I feel like I need something on here. What do we have? I think this one is my favorite. I really like this one. This one and this one. Something about it. I like this one more. So let's see. Yeah, I feel like I have a change in pencils that I'm going to color with thing brewing in me. It's about to happen. I'm feeling that because, I just thought of something. Oh yeah, my stuff from Martha. Because when I saw these stickers, I was like, I didn't know they made stickers like that. I was like, well, that brings a whole new meaning to stickers. And like pop-up stickers. I'm like, pop-up stickers? What the hell? I had no idea because I don't know. I don't even know when they started. I don't know when this whole stickers thing started. I feel like I was somewhere else. That's kind of funny. Okay, I'm just gonna like have to break out with everything because I'm not seeing all I want to see. I love this so much. Okay. Oh, for that other page. Let's see. Love this. I love the antique looking kind of things. It makes me nervous having a little tub of water on my desk with these things on here. But I don't know. I don't know. Beautiful. I kept thinking, there's nothing that I can do that's can match up to these. That's what I was thinking. It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try and figure something out. I almost want these more on a something more lilac in it in the background. I love these boots. These boots are so cool. Yeah, I never had heard of pop-up stickers. I want a page that's going to match up to how cool I think they are. You know? They're beautiful. So I was thinking of these, but I know they're pink, so that's probably not gonna, not on there for sure. But I'm thinking, just gonna check and see. Just match up with any of these. Where's the green one? That one maybe? You know, looking at this now, it almost looks like a rose. That's why I kind of like making just random marks, because the eye in your mind as a human being, you always are looking for patterns whenever you see anything that's abstract that looks like there's just, you know, there's just marks there. Or like with what's her name, Yayori, with her whole thing with making, like, she makes just consistently all these little marks, a lot of times are dots, and it, for some reason, like, the longer you look at them, you your mind is just trained to like try and see a pattern in them. And so like when you, it's just kind of like the whole deal like with the Rorschach test or whatever. um so I like that, but almost that looks like it is looking like a rose to me, and it almost makes me want to go in, and I might do this later with a marker, like a, you know, where are they, do I have them here, these guys, you know, like a fine point marker, drawing marker, and draw the rose in some ways, like sketch it in over that. But I'm not going to do that right now. And I'm seeing flower kind of in that too. And that might be because I just looked at a bunch of flowers at that, you know, from the stickers and the decorative napkins that I started seeing that in here. And that's okay. Which also made me think, since I'm thinking flowers. I was trying to see, does anything come to me? Does anything come to me? Oh. The butterfly. How big is the napkin? Because I could probably cut out one butterfly. Or I could use this whole thing to cover something as well. I'm thinking a butterfly. Something about the lines in these and the lines in this. I feel like there's something about that that kind of goes together. I don't know how I would get this in here though. That's the thing. Logistics. I wonder if I took a whole napkin and covered a page, what would happen? Like, could I do that? Boy, this is, no, the glue is probably dry, so that won't hurt that. Or would I need to, like, glue this cardstock and then... Or can I just glue it to the page? I don't know, I'm really feeling this one right now. And it's just like I have. Okay, so I could use one panel and put it on the page. Oh, I have an idea. Oh. Look at something long enough, something comes to you. Oh. Look at something long enough and something comes to you. What time is it by now? I need to look at 5:20. Okay. I think... do we still have that open in here? Close that window and I kind of wish I hadn't. Where is it? Oh, the Jolly Tea Drinker is on. Go see her. I'm just like random, so. I'm gonna look through this. This is that dictionary I was telling you about. Notice like it's falling to pieces. So I mean I think we can let it go. Just another love TKO. 1974. Oh, it's just peeling away. And I'm thinking about that with this. Before I do that, I just want to find first of all, I think I'll share her while I'm here. Because you can always just come and watch me on the replay. Copy link address. So right now, the Jolly Tea Drinker is live. She has a wonderful ASMR voice, and she's a lovely person. And so she's live, so that's one option of someone to watch. And I'm going to find Lizzie Jean, new channel, posts. Um, mhm, mhm. Now I thought I posted, I think I did, but did I just tell myself, just remember? Which, like, why would I tell myself that? Because, like, too much stuff in my head. Hold on one second. Okay, can we get on the right? There we go. There she is. And I have to say, Jean, it is easier to find your channel now when I Google or when I, go on YouTube and search since you added Lizzie to it. But I still miss calling you Jean. And I thought, videos. Am I wrong? Hmm, maybe not. I thought she was going to go live today. Maybe not. Maybe as usual. Oh, okay. Just an hour ago, she said, live stream canceled for today. Be back next Sunday. Okay. So she's not going to be live tonight. Okay. Well, I'll watch your replay. Okay. Back to regularly scheduled program. Okay. So, I hope the keyboard doesn't fall. So we're figuring out something new. So I want to get one of these on here. And I guess, does that mean then we're gonna stop doing these for a little bit? Oops, it's sticking to the stickers. It's okay, they don't have to all be in a row. So these two, there's a bunch of them already in a row. So I can do, it's really interesting to me how this just kind of opened up for me all of a sudden yesterday. Because it really is not, like I said, like I started a long time ago, like last fall or maybe even last summer with like doing these, deciding I was going to do this after watching people. And then I pasted all those scrap papers into here and kind of gessoed them. And then I never picked this up again. I just had it there for like, this is what I'm going to start with when I start junk journaling. And, but so I felt something open up yesterday when I woke up. Something just felt different. And I guess maybe I've like done enough in my house that now I feel like, okay, go play. Or that my brain was kind of like let loose and able to be in that place of just relaxing and making. So, okay, so I was thinking of this because I don't want to have to go over to cut into another panel. And Lord help me, I probably need a better pair of scissors. I gotta think about that. I have lots of scissors, but I'm just gonna try to cut one panel. Can I do it without interfering with the other one? And I have to get better at my kindergarten skills here. Refresh my memory, Mrs. Brown. That's the name of my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Brown. And I always remember her as, well, two dresses I remember her wearing. One was light blue with white embellishment on the collar. And oh shoot, these are awful. I have to break out with a new pair of scissors. And the other one was a brown dress, and she always wore like the thing. And this is kind of like, I don't know, outfit from the 50s or 40s or something. With you have the top, the tailored top, and the matching tailored skirt. So it was that kind of thing that she would wear. And like, so the one was blue, light blue, and the other was brown. And she had baby blue glasses, cat glasses, and grayish hair, grayish blonde or gray with a little bit of like brown or black. I always remember her smiling. She was always smiling. She was a nice lady. Mrs. Brown. So there's that. And now, what do we want behind it? Do we just stick up the pages that are already decrepit? Or that'd make it easy, right? They're already falling off. Ooh, that looks gross. Or do we want to do something kind of, I don't know, more intentional? Or do we want to crumble them up? Okay, spot or something on these. Do they need to be spotless? Or no? Let's just get a look. What's the meaning of words behind them? Is there a meaning? Never would I ever have thought of me ripping up my dictionary. But like, if you look at this, what population of places in I'm pretty sure it says United States. Well, we know that's not accurate anymore. So let's see. A different finger. Let's look for what's more aesthetically pleasing. Do we need to use the cover too? Well, it is kind of bugging me, but it also has tape on it. Duct tape or something. No, some kind of tape. Oh, I don't know if I don't want that in there, but I might want it in something else. Stick that in there. Center. What if I do another rip up? Rip up and glue. Or crumple. Hey, this paper's kind of tough because even though it's like all grayed out and stuff, it's not disintegrating like that. Which I find to be kind of odd. It's so brown and everything. Oh, what if we just did it on one side? So I like to see and watch all the challenges that a lot of the art journaling people do. I just know I'm not up to the task because I don't even know how to do this. So I'm not doing any of them, but not because I don't think they're cool and interesting. just because I know that I'm not ready for that. I don't know materials or anything like that. I need to learn that kind of stuff before I can participate in that. But something about that I like, but I like more of the, I don't know, I like more of the crinkledness behind it, I think, or something. But how do you keep it crinkled? Like, figure this out. This is really relaxing. I don't know how to say why though, but it is. And what if I gave it rough edges and let it wear down on its own as I handle the book? You know, whatever's going to happen to it, happen to it. I don't know how to feel about that. Something is definitely missing. But I like this being in the center. Maybe if I had maybe I need to tint a piece of, or maybe I should leave that just like it is. But then I can't do anything else to the page, can I? Because I like the color of this against the color of the page. Having those there is kind of cool. The time. It's almost like a poem. Like symbols and things, you know. Because probably if I back this with a piece of paper, it's going to get less ecru and more white. And I don't want it to get more white. Let me take some printer paper. Yeah, didn't take it away. Didn't really make any significant change, which is kind of good. But then, so we'll have an edge about like a 1/4 inch. I don't want to put anything else on this, though. That's the thing. I just like that. I can do that, right? Maybe do some kind of, I guess, what, motify kind of thing, and on this side use more of the napkin and put it on here in a different way. I think that could be a thing. So let's think of that. I need to make sure I keep things in their places. But I want to do this on this side instead. Because they both have the same thing. They both have time schedule on them. So do this on this side. And then on this side do something with parts of another piece of the napkin. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that means what? How much paper do we need? Oh, and then we got the fold over from this side. We can use that, can't we? Kind of, sort of. We'll color over it. How about that? Can we do it? Hello, hello. I think I need to glue this first. That's what I need to do first. Okay, so I need to do this. Putting that on my lap for now. I love this tip. I might be overusing it. I don't know if this can handle that. I don't know which would be better. Should probably use the light tip. Make sure that I'm up to the edge. Oh, see, little. Just don't want to move. Don't move, little napkin. I think it's just so nice to have time to just think about, like, I want to say think about nothing. Like, to not have to think about anything that I have to do for anything or anybody. It's nice. You know? Oh, isn't that crooked? Ciao. Move this. No, I better not. I'll color it with something. Or, I don't know. Wait a minute. Where's my... Okay, there we go. Where's the end? This is the end. I never did like the doors. You know that? They were never for me. I thought they were hokey. Truth be told. And I thought Jim Morrison was pompous. Not that anybody asked. I don't know, that just came to my head just now. Nobody asked me, but I'm sharing. Sharing is caring. Sometimes. Okay, that's a start. That's a start. And do I want this? Do I want that to? No, I don't need to see the schedule thing. I just want the time. Someday I'm not going to be so sloppy and random with it. I guess it's not right now. Still trying to do it justice, despite my lack of skills. No lack of skills. I don't know, I had to make a song out of that, but I did. There we go. We're getting closer. I still wish I had done this edge better. I don't know if I can touch it up at all. Let me try. Eyes and these scissors, that's not helping. I need to. I do have some that are in a pack. Let's see. I know right where they are too. Let me hold on. Go get them. Look, I'm gonna have to open them up. Okay. Well, these aren't the ones I was thinking of, but they're just as good because I don't have to open a new set. So, I don't know. Hopefully they're sharp. Excuse me. I don't think they got used too much, so I'm hoping. They were a pair that were designated just for fabric, but yeah, they're sharp. These are going to be my new. I gotta figure out what to do with these old ones because they're dull. Too dull. Too dull. Okay, I'm going to cut this right down to the. So I'm wondering, like I heard, I've mentioned this before, heard that Michaels was buying, I guess, from the holding company or whatever for Joann Fabrics. I don't know, whatever. I think they're buying the fabric portion of their business. Which I wonder how is that going to work since, I don't know, Michaels has been closing stores all over the place. So how's that going to work? Are they going to be able to stay in business? Or are they just buying, I don't know, are they just buying something to up their bottom line and then dump it? I hate when that happens. Seems to me they're thinking long term, but can it really up their business enough since, I don't know, since it didn't seem to do well by Joann's? Okay, so that is the size I want. I'm going to figure out what to do with the previous side. Although I could color this, the fold over from the previous page. I could include it in it. Do I want to cut off that image like that? It might not be too bad. Be a kind of border for it. I think I'm gonna do that. I used to sew all the time. When I was in high school, I sewed all of my clothes. Only thing I didn't sew were jeans, you know. Jeans and t-shirts I didn't sew, but everything else I made myself. Interestingly enough, because I don't know, my shape and I always find it interesting that having a big butt was not a thing, was not an admirable thing where I went to school at the time. And I was kind of embarrassed by it, and now it's like all the rage. People going trying to get bigger butts. And black folks trying to get bigger butts. I just was confounded by that. It's like back in my day where I was going to school, people were trying to hide it. And I'm like, well, that's good, but it's not good if you don't have one trying to get one because love what God gave you. And that was a lot of times why I had to sew my own clothes because it just was like, no, I don't need that size clothes. I just need it to fit my behind. Not that I was misshapen, but it's just like they weren't made for, they were made for straight bodies, straight body clothes. And I did not have a straight body. So I sewed my own clothes for a really long time. Is that going to stay down? Is that over enough? I don't know. I got some issues over here. I really kind of want it over more. I think it's too late. I don't think I can get it to move. I find it out here. We're trimming a little bit. Good scissors matter. Oh my gosh, can I move this? I should be able to see. Although I don't want you to laugh at me if I mess up. Mrs. Brown, help me. Remember nap time in kindergarten or preschool? Even if you're not sleepy, close your eyes. Those little mats we have to lie down on. Okay, I don't know how I'm doing this. Lord help me. Oh Lord. That was more than I'm used to doing. It's still crooked, but you know what? Like I said, not aiming for perfection. Although I want to see the time. I need to see the time. Oh, oh. Not that time. I saw a video the other day from a group I didn't even know existed, but because I watch, what's his name? This bass player. I watch a lot of his shorts. He's so funny. And Danny, what's his name? Danny Sapko. I watch a lot of his shorts, and he had one of this. What's her name? Is it Esme? Esme Haim, who's in a group called Haim. Like it's her and her sisters. Never heard of him before, but like was talking about bass face, like the face that bass players have on them when they're playing. And so he had one of her, and I was like, oh my gosh, so like she really like. So I was like, well, what kind of music do they do? That she's making all these faces, right? And so I started watching some of her videos. And I think I started listening to some of their music. I was like, that's pretty good. When were they out? When I never heard of them. Three sisters, and they seem like really good musicians. Or their dad seems like he's a really good drummer, and never heard of him before. But she makes some faces, and where that comes in, because I was thinking of the time from out of Minneapolis, is that there's one clip of her um, playing with Morris Day and the Time, which was pretty cool. I don't know how that came about, but it was pretty cool. Okay, like I really want that to stay down. Am I gonna have to do? I don't know how I'm gonna do that to get it to stay. So we'll do something with this page when my skill levels get up and I know something more what to do. I could have done a better glue job, but like I said, I didn't know where I was going, so I couldn't really do a better glue job. Okay, so can will that work? Maybe it's kind of puffy. But think I don't know. It's like at a certain point you get as you get older, you get in like this cocoon with your music, and you're either stuck on the things that you grew up with or the things that were from pivotal times in your life, and then you never go outside of that. Uh, so that I totally missed that whole thing with Haim. It's like Haim, who's Haim? I don't know. Oh, but I do feel like that woman, because she's a woman now. I do feel like she should play some progressive rock, especially with that bass face. She should be playing progressive rock. You gotta have them faces if you're playing progressive rock. I have more respect. Well, yeah, I kind of do. I have more respect for you if when you're playing progressive rock you're making faces, because I feel like that means you're feeling it. But that might not necessarily be so. But I feel like that would mean with her she would be feeling it, not doing it just for the sake of doing it, or maybe part of the theatrics or whatever. I don't know. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm ripping these up. I've decided I'm ripping them up to get rid of my nerves being intact. I feel like I don't know what to do with them intact, so we're gonna rip them up. I already ripped them off the end of the book, so might as well, right? Here we go. Here we go. Is there a way if I could figure out how to do this and not have any spaces, I would be so happy. First drop, everything is just where it needs to be. I would love that. Maybe I need some spray glue. Just spray it down and it's there. You don't have to mess with any more little pieces. But first, let's see, cutting up the napkin more. It's giving me angst. But let's just do it. We already cut one panel, so let's cut the other. How much more is there? Maybe we'll cut both and then, yeah. Or I could just cut this one. There we go. Then I'll have a whole full thing left of that part. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Let me close this for a minute. Flat surface. I kind of feel like I want to watch another movie. I want it to be something kind of thoughtful and pensive, like the one I watched on Yayoki. I think that's the name, Yayoki Kiyomi. There's something else I saw too that I think Hulu gave me. I'm not doing a very good job cutting. Hulu gave me some suggestions of. Oh Lord, can you cut on the scene for goodness sake? Um, Hulu gave me some suggestions or whatever that I added to my list. I don't know. Let's see. Nope. And then that happened. It all opened up like that. That's okay though. And on this one, do I want some beige to show through some of the background of this? I don't know. It might be something I want. That little piece. Just kind of get a look. That in the middle. You could put this on a piece of paper too. But you kind of think I want to. I kind of like how it does brighten. I don't know, brightens it up a little bit, but still keeps it beige. Oh, we said we weren't going to do that though, right? We said we were going to do corners of things. Oh, that means I got to cut out more pieces, which means I got to figure out how I'm going to put them on here to do that. Now we got to think more. Oh, Lord, we didn't want that. How can I get a triangle? Do I want a triangle? Triangles in the corner. Or a square in this corner, square in that corner. Which would be easy, right? I can cut a fairly straight line. We've proven that. One straight line. What's going on the best? I don't know. I have to take this off. Look at the relationship of these. The cities in the United States as of 1974 and the timetable, the times a day. Kind of interesting that this dictionary is from 1974 because, like, I don't know if I said that before, but I kept thinking since 2016, it has felt to me how, I don't know, the same sentiment or feeling and things happening in the world as were happening between 1968 and 1974. It feels like that to me, or maybe even going as far as maybe, do we want to go as far as 1977? More 1974. But that's how things feel to me, like how chaotic things feel. And I was only a kid, but I just was very, very sensitive kid and picking things up, and I read a lot, and we would get the newspaper, and the headlines on the newspaper were always crazy stuff going on. And I was thinking how So it's kind of interesting that this dictionary is from 1974, but I just happened to decide to tear up today. Inside? I hate that. I don't want to fold this just to get an idea. I don't want to do that, but I kind of have to. I'm trying to get a picture in my head. What if I did the opposite and covered it up in places? Do two different directions. I don't know why. I'm obsessed with this, but I am. Because the colors match. The color of the page itself, the writing on the page. I can't figure out what to do with the rest. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's kind of weird with it upside down. I don't think I like that. Sideways. That one you can't tell, but this one you can. So do one that way, one this way. I think I am kind of committed to cutting this, so I could have to make it different from this side. Might leave this in here and then come back to it. Don't want to overthink it. So we did a lot. I did a lot. Actually. I'm very process oriented, so this really works for me to just kind of be part of it and then walk away. I have to find something though to do with these pages. I gotta find something to do with them. Like, well, or basically a place to put them. I don't know where to store them so that they don't get messed up. I wasn't ready for this. I can probably put it in with my completed coloring pages. I saw something. Oh. No. No. Okay. Oh, excuse me. How long have we been on? Wow, almost 3 hours. So I'm going to leave this in here. Oh, this is something else. I was thinking of this. I was looking at the old dictionary, these things with them. Maybe I should do that instead of the... Oh, you know what? That fits too, because this is like maps. And then this has names of cities. That works. Thank you, Martha. I don't know why I don't like the ones with the spots on them. Than this on it. But I feel like that should be on another page. Probably. So I think I'm going to move these over. And I can leave these out. Leave this out. And this will be on another page. Oops. That's interesting too. I just thought of it. 2008 is the year that my parents died. Yeah, is that why I didn't want to get rid of this journal? Subconsciously? This schedule thing? Maybe. I just realized that. I don't know, it just clicked all of a sudden. It's like, wait a minute, 2008. More significance. I'm gonna have two of these. I have to use it in the same one. This is beautiful. Excuse me. I love this. There's something about that antique look that I really like. I got a bunch of like kind of cards like this with no, you know, um, stickers with no, inky back or whatever. I don't know what you call these things, but I got a bunch of them like this that are kind of antique looking. Oh, and my window things. Oh, the window things. Let's see what happens. Oh, is this upside down? Why is it upside down? Or is it sideways? Hopefully sideways. Upside down would be bad. These guys. All these windows. Now, can I find the ones that I opened? I don't know how I can tell. Let me search for those. I need to make sure I designate a way. Try to figure out a way to make sure I can tell which ones I've already opened and which ones I haven't. I don't know how I can tell. Yeah, okay, that's how I can tell. It's going to be ripped. I'm not ready to dump all of those out right now. It's too much for my brain. More messing with tiny things is going to make me irritated. Okay, so another plan. These guys, I'm just going to stick them in here. Oh, and there's this one too. Oh, wait. Okay, so it says never stop exploring on one side. Oh, there's another one. It's the third one. That goes together. Put that in there. Lord have mercy. There. Then these two. Job if I use all these things up. I'm gonna have to start getting more. That's pretty together. Although I know some people use these things for card making and stuff like that too. And I haven't really done yet, but I like these together, these two. I almost feel like I want it on a bigger page as a collage, but they're so pretty together, I don't want to separate them. And there's that one. So I wonder if that should actually be... Huh. On this page? No, it doesn't look good to me there like that. I think I want it on a dictionary page. Okay, so I'm going to stick those in there. Just for future reference. And I do kind of wish I could find the window page, but I kind of feel like that's too much for my brain right now. So I'm going to put some of these things away. So probably going to head out even if I come back and come live, because I need a bathroom break. I'm not sure if I'll come back or not though. Somebody else might be live and I can go hang out there. I'll just quietly color. I have to figure out, see, these are the beads. Look at all these beads. I actually have like the, like the rubberized string. I bought some so that I could like play with these. Oh, the most important thing, our napkin. Can I get this thing without bending or anything? It needs support. I'm gonna put it between. I'll put it between two things. Oh, I figure out what I'm going to color for Mandala Monday, which is tomorrow. Lithographic Monday. Oh yeah, I got things for that. Oops, and I forgot. I do this all the time. Forgot the beads. Leave a home for my new scissors. Unless I can stick them back in here, which I'm going to try and do for right now. Just because it's easier to see them in this big old thing. Hey, Create and Relate. Good evening. How you doing? Just getting ready to head out. But I think, I don't know if she's still live. Oh, what's in there? There's something else in the bottom of this. It's like a mustache. The Jolly Tea Maker. I don't know if she's still live, but she was. So, if she is still live, I'm gonna head over there. I've been on now for 3 hours. Just so, yeah, that's a lot. So thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on my fresh first time ever art journaling journey. And take care and see you all on the YouTube streets. Bye bye.